Good morning. Welcome to the entertainment segment. My name is Inafitas. Enjoyed that? Yes, Simi always giving us great music. Well, of course, you know how we do it. Touch stories now. First stop. So this week, a lot of Nigerians were reacting to a popular podcast titled Lose Talk. Now, why? Because there were a lot of controversy surrounding this particular episode. And guess what? The news personality behind it, Osage Alonge, has apologized to Wizkid and singer Tenny the Entertainer for, just being a bit unprofessional. Now, that is what we say here because it is the truth. And you know what? A lot of people were attacking him. Apparently, he said people were sending him all sorts of death threats and also to his family members. So I guess it was the smart and right thing to do. There's always a thin line between, being professional and just a little bit overboard. I'm sure lessons have been learned. Moving on from that to the foreign scene, US rapper Lil Wayne has finally released his Carter 5 album. Now, this album has up to 24 songs, yes. And he also featured his daughter, Regina Carter, on the album as well. Now, we know Lil Wayne has been battling a lot of things. I'm talking about being back and forth in the hospital. I'm talking about going to the court. He's definitely been through a lot with his former, I don't know how to put it, business partner, Birdman, but it's good to see that Lil Wayne is doing so well. He was initially supposed to release it on his birthday, that is the 27th, but the album dropped on the 28th. Now, of course, social media is already welcoming this album, saying it's going to do so much well. And guess what? Kanye had to make this about him because he now wrote that he knows his album will come second to Lil Wayne's album. Now, that is not usually the ego or the vibe we get from Kanye West, but we're just going to go with it, and we're really happy Lil Wayne is back in the market. And of course, to one very big story of the week, Bill Cosby has been sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for molesting and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand back in 2004. This is a man that a lot of people opened their homes to because of his, TV show, The Bill Cosby Show, where he played, where he was the head of an African-American family that, was living quite well and large at that time. So it's definitely brought up a lot of mixed reactions from people. Some people see this legend, this actor, this comedian, as one of the people that did it first for the Black community. And now to see something like this happen, especially when, Tiger Woods has just come out and, there's all that Black excellence. But then again, this is coming at a time where we have the Me Too movement. So at the end of the day, if you do something that is wrong, you should pay for it. And that is my candid opinion. And I'm not Amber Rose that said he should die because I'm not God, so I'm not even going to say that. It's definitely a very touchy subject, because some people till now still think judgment could have been fair on Bill Cosby. But hey, he's going to jail. And that is the end of that story. Now, stick with us because the entertainment segment is just getting hotter now. We're going to be having a special guest on the show. We're going to be talking about festivals, festivities, the entertainment scene in Abuja that I always say is growing and is going to be giving Lagos a run for its money. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the entertainment segment. Welcome back to the show. I have with me a marketing strategist, Jackbo Ukweku. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you are the co-founder of Street Vibes and Street Vibes.
Street Vibes Entertainment.
Entertainment is the curator for the Jam Rock Festival.
Yes, it is.
Well, before we get into that, how would you say being in the media and entertainment business in Abuja, how far would you say the entertainment industry here in Abuja has come?
It's come really far because I remember when we started, it was really difficult for us to get sponsors because they didn't really feel like there was a market for it. But now it's easier having those conversations because you have so many events coming up and different kinds of events. So I think it's really evolved over the past couple of years. So I think there's a lot of growth as well, but definitely going. Okay,
kudos. So someone said something recently that a lot of people, if you go to Lagos, you see artists, because when you want to do a show, okay, maybe I should ask you this first before we get to that, so people that don't know these things are able to understand the whole business. What does it take for you to start a show or organize a show in Abuja or anywhere?
I think it starts with the idea. You have to decide what exactly you want to do. And when you decide that, then the next thing is how do you fund it? Because a lot of times it depends on the money. And then after you do that, one of the problems we have in Abuja is like a lot of the entertainers don't live here. So one of the major problems is logistics, like having to move them from Lagos, the air tickets. But in Lagos it's different. Like they just live like 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, so it's easier. So I think that's one of the major differences with the entertainment scene in Lagos and Abuja. But I think right now is like a lot more sponsors are more comfortable spending those monies, bringing those artists here because like they realize there's a market for it. But one thing about the market here is they're a bit more finicky than Lagos because like everyone wants to come out for something that's actually of good quality. They just don't want to come out for coming out sick. So I think in terms of doing it here, it's important that you get the right event and then promote it in the right crowds because like you don't want just anyone to come. Depends on the kind of event you want. Sometimes you want like a lot of people, doesn't matter where they're from. Sometimes you want like less people with more quality, and so basically that's what it is.
Oh, okay. So what about competition here in Abuja? Do you think it's a healthy scene, or do you think more people need to be involved, in having these shows, or do you think the people, the few names that are now known should just keep doing it, or others can actually join?
No, I think there's always room for more. I think it's better because like one of the things for us is now is like we always have to step our game up because we realize it's like back in the day there weren't a lot of people doing it. So you just do whatever you want and people will still come. But now you really have to step your game up, because like in like this weekend there's like so many events. So like what makes your own stand out? So I think it's very important that the competition is good. It's good for the industry in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, back to my initial question. So someone actually told me, because I was in Lagos a while ago, and someone was like, oh, in Lagos, here in Lagos, when you're getting these artists to come perform at a show, because I think there was a conversation going on, someone was trying to book an artist, and it was like, the artist was kind of being, who they are, celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the person was like, you people only do this in Abuja, but in Lagos it's different because there's so many artists. How true is that? Like, is it true that they charge way more when they're coming in, and then if it's just a show in Lagos, it's probably a sensible price?
Yeah, I think the thing about it is for them is like you have to realize is if it's Lagos, they don't have to move so many things, So for an artist that moves with his band, coming from Lagos, he has to pay for his band, he has to feed them, he has to pay for their flights. So basically, it's a different ballgame when you have to travel. Like some artists will tell you, like, you know what, I don't do anything outside Lagos because it's. And then when you travel, because you have instances where you travel out of the country or you travel somewhere and then you're stranded. So I think a lot of times they want to have enough money to be able to cater for those things, So you don't want to be in a situation where you're stuck, like you travel from Lagos and you're stuck in Abuja and like you can't move around because you don't have enough money to move around. So I think that's one of the reasons why they charge more. And also in Lagos, there's a lot more competition there, So like if you as an artist doesn't want to do a show, there are like 5 other artists that live in Lagos or 10 other artists that live in Lagos that does the same kind of music as you are willing to get on the show. So their artists are more willing to jump on shows. But in Abuja, it's like, and another thing I realized when we're organizing this show is like when you speak to them about events, they're very concerned about the Abuja crowd. It's like, oh, Abuja crowd, they're very snobbish, they don't want to dance. Like, I think they feel bad when you're performing on the stage and like it feels like no one cares. And Abuja, the Abuja crowd has a tendency to do that. So I think for them, it's like, if I'm going to come and perform and people are not really going to enjoy it, at least let me get paid properly.
But why do you think that is the situation? I mean, you've been to a couple of shows, you've organized some yourself. So why do you think that is the case?
I think, for one, is like, because of the way Abuja is in general, a lot of people tend to want to mind their business and just stay in their houses. So when they do come out, the next, like everyone is just trying to, I don't know how to really explain this. It's such a strange thing because like, you see these people on other days and they're very lively. But when you get to a show, it's like, everyone just doesn't want to have too much fun or doesn't want to look like they're having too much fun. I don't know why. But I think for both, I don't think we have that problem in my event, Jamrock. So I think one of the things we've been able to do is to make everyone feel welcomed. Because I think in Abuja, there's this sense of different classes of people. So I think that's one of the things is like, oh, this class doesn't want to mix with this class. But in Jamrock, it's like, like as long as you've gotten in, you can have a good time.
Really? Because, no, you've just taken us there. Because let's talk about it now.
Okay.
If you're saying, because I've heard, I've never been to a Jamrock event. Yes, I have never. So maybe I'll probably, be there one time very soon.
Okay.
But, I've heard, I mean, I know they're usually fun. I get, like, see on Instagram videos and stuff. It's really fun. People are having a great time. But I've also heard that, you know, for Jamrock, it's for the upper class, you know. And let's now look at statistics. Let's look at the shows. I mean, there are so many shows. You just said now there are so many shows happening, even this weekend.
Yeah.
And you see prizes, 2,000, 1,500. I think, you know, you see a show, 500 naira event, this, that, and then you now come to Jamrock. The regular is 5,000 naira. So tell me how the laid-back copper or laid-back somebody that's trying to save and manage can afford to come for your event. And you're saying it's inclusive. How is 5,000 naira for regular inclusive?
Okay, so I get what you mean about like the pricing and all, but I'm just gonna explain why it's at that price.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So for us, it's like it's not just about just doing any event. It's about like doing like a quality event. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that we've been built on, like doing like quality events that can be recognizable anywhere in the world. You know, that's how we measure ourselves. So for us, it's like one of the reasons why it's. I don't think it's expensive for the value we provide. You know,
Okay.
so like one of the reasons why it's, in your words, that price is because there's a lot of things put into it. You know what I mean? From like getting the venue to getting like the kind of like artists we bring, the kind of ambience you get. Like when you work into like a Jamrock scene, one of the things we want you to take away is like, I don't want you to feel like you're just in Nigeria, or I want you to feel like you're in any rave in anywhere in the world.
Okay.
And another thing is like, a lot of people that come for Jamrock events are people that don't live here as well. So we have like a lot of diplomats, a lot of expatriates that are new in the city. So we're trying to like give a good reflection of Nigeria. And I know like the pricing might seem like, obviously it's one of those things like not everyone can afford it, which we understand that as well, but I don't think we'll drop the prices because it might affect the quality. You know what I mean? So, and we have like a very strong followership that are very keen on us maintaining that.
No, you have built a brand, really.
So for us, it's like, it's very important we maintain that. And then dropping the prices, it wouldn't be cost effective for us, to be honest. So, and then in terms of trying it to be all inclusive, the thing is like, I know like maybe an average couple might find it a bit difficult, but we always try to do like different things that we give them a chance to get like tickets for cheaper.
Okay.
So for now, like, and all the outlets we're selling like 3 tickets, or to buy 2 tickets, get 1 free. So we always try to consider like those people that cannot afford it at first, and we try to do like giveaways and stuff like that.
Okay, cool, great. Because I think now people, you know, if you're saying buy 2 and then get 1 free, people can actually contribute. And
Yeah.
all right, great then. So quickly, so when is Jamrock happening, and the location? Tell us everything we need to know about.
Okay, so Jamrock's
Great.
happening today. It's starting by 3 p.m.
Okay.
And it's happening at Jabi Lake Mall, the waterfront. So, and then
This is the what edition?
this is the Independence Edition. We always have one like in and around Independence. So this is called Salvation 58. Basically, it's just celebrating like Nigerian independence mainly. Like we've come a long way as a country, and then it's just a chance for us to celebrate. That's really what this one is.
All right, so what should people expect? Who will be there?
Okay, so for the show we have Rude Boy from P Square, and so he's going to be the headlining act. And then we have Young Six as well.
Okay.
And then we have DJ Copy, she's coming in as well. And then we have a couple of DJs, because sometimes we try not to have like too many acts, because people just want to have a good time. So we
People
try
just
to
wanna dance.
Yeah, people just want to dance and just let their hairs out. So, and then this time it's like we've been able to get like some really good like sponsors to back us up as well. So we're working with like Hennessy, working with like Pepsi. AIT has been amazing as well. So we have a couple of brands that are really helping us, like the Secret Garden and all that. So I think this one is one of those ones you don't really want to miss, because it's going to be really nice, and then there's a lot of good food as well.
Oh,
So-
for free or?
No,
You have to pay for the
you have to
food.
pay. Yeah, but it's good food as well. And there's drinks, and for me, it's like one of the things I really think is important, like for Jamrock, is being able to network, like meet people. You know, like I've met people and said like, oh, I got my job through a contact I met at Jamrock. So that's kind of things we try to promote in Jamrock events. Not just having fun, but being able to network with the right set of people.
Okay, so wait, one word apart from Jamrock, describe the Jamrock experience.
One word, I would say it's an amazing experience. Basically, it's a unique experience. It's unique, but like I think one of the things that's beautiful about it is like you realize how diverse the country is, because like you meet people from like different parts, and also you meet people from different parts of the world as well. So it's it's really like nice to meet like all this kind of things. I think for me, one of the things I enjoy is like when I walk around during these events and I see different people from different parts of the world. It's so nice, you know?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Japo, for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for
now,
having me.
well, of course, he did not come empty-handed because we're going to be giving out 3 tickets to 3 lucky viewers. Now, if you've been watching the show from start till this very point, you are lucky because we're going to be giving out 3 tickets. And of course, if you followed our interview, you know that these tickets are not even that easy to come by. So you're very lucky. So call the number right now on your screen, and you must be following us on all our social media platforms. You must have subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, because all these things will definitely be screened, and then you'll be lucky to have a great time. Thank you so much. This was fun, fantastic. I'll see you at the event later tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
Great, it's a date. I remain Ina Peters, and I'm going to be handing you over to Osasu and Ohimai. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye-bye for now.
Would you be going to Jamrock?
Definitely, I'm going to be there.
I look forward to it. Well, thank you for spending your time with us today on the weekend show.
Yeah, we're receiving a breaking news right now that Senator Aisha Al-Hassan, the Minister of Women Development in Buhari's cabinet, has resigned her appointment in the cabinet. Of course, a few days ago, we got reports that she had been disqualified from the APC Taraba gubernatorial race. We don't know if she's still a member of the APC as we speak, but the latest is that she's resigned her position from the cabinet. That's the breaking news right now.
Yes, and thank you for sharing your tweets with us and Facebook messages. I'm going to try and see if we have any. Okay, yes, we do. We'll read a couple of those to you. We have Emmanuel Ejede who says, I pity our nation if a young person like Kule will come on national television and defend the show of nepotism and shame by APC. Also, I am disappointed with the leaders of PDP for not setting their priorities right. Our democracy is under serious threat.
And from African Intelligence, tweeting at John Chudi, please, that Kunle that claims he's a political analyst is an APC tout on the street. Please stop bringing him on the show.
Well, very lastly, we have on the Instagram, Oshun Run, what happened in Oshun State is barbaric, an avalanche of coordinated criminality. It's a pity.
And of course, earlier on the show, we announced that some people could win tickets to the film, arts and music event happening today at Harrow Park in Wuse 2 from 2 p.m. And of course, we have some winners. We have 5 winners, actually. We have Yomi Mila from Abuja. It's one of our first winners here. And of course,
Chikwe Colette from Cuba.
Colette from Cuba. And of course, Mika Aaron from Gadua Estate, Abuja, is also a winner of our ticket.
Ahmed B. Lucas from National Assembly Quarters, Abuja.
And then finally, our last winner here is Gift James from Abuja as well. So call the number to get your ticket. Congratulations. You're making it to Film, Art and Music today at Harrow Park.
And for the 3 people who are going to win the Jamrock tickets, you'll also be contacted later on. But that's all we have for you on today's program of The Weekend Show. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Weekend Show NG on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Weekend Show NG. Till next time,
Next
till
Saturday.
Take very good care of yourself. God bless you. Take care.
Bye.
It's already weekend. We keep it 100, yo.